Hey guys, I just wanted to do my reaction to DC's Legends of Tomorrow, the season 4 premiere, The Virgin Gary. So, if you remember from last season, um, they agreed to, basically, the Legends allowed for Malice to be released by creating a time alteration in which Amaya's village was saved. Like, both of her granddaughters are on the side of good and surviving. And basically, since Miles was free, they basically took him down in probably one of the craziest, most bonkers, hilarious moments in the series. And in true Legends fashion, they used the six totems to combine to form a giant Bebo that beat the shit out of Malice and killed him. That being said, by causing that anachronism that allowed Amaya's village to be saved, you had Constantine show up with Gary meeting up with the Legends where they were vacationing in Aruba, and with the dragon's head saying that because of what they did, that other magical creatures escaped throughout time, and I guess the scene's going to pick up at some point in which that's going to be. Then that's what others got to be dealing with now, especially with Constantine joining the fray. More magic. Season 2 was season 3 was an anachronism. Season 2 was I forgot what they're called. I don't know. They're just alter. I guess this time aberration. I think aberration is what they called it. So now they're just going to be dealing with magical creatures, and the other sending them to hell, banishing them to where they originally came from, and they're just going to go bonkers with it. The show makes the craziest stuff imaginable work, and I expect nothing less from season 4.
On behalf of the Time Bureau, I would like to recognize Captain Lance and her crew for fixing the final anachronism. Congratulations.
What does that even mean?
Well, it means that Paul Revere was the final crack in the timeline. You, my friends, fixed history.
The same history we broke?
Just take the win?
I don't want your stinking metal.
There's an open bar.
Where?
Give peace a chance. Together we can end the war in Vietnam.
Hey, yeah, this place is groovy.
So tell me, why would Nora time stone to the least evil event in history?
Well, who knows? Maybe she's turning over a new non-evil leaf. Inspired by yours truly.
Right. What is that? Ray!
It's beautiful. It's like some sort of magical pixie goo.
Oh, not that. That!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Why? Who would want to kill hippies at Woodstock? Literally ripping people's hearts out.
Yeah.
Now that's the Nora I remember. To hear your inner dialogue.
Sorry, I'm nervous and upset. I mean, how could she be so heartless? Pun not intended.
Well, her father did give her over to a demon-loving cult, so...
Nora Dark is here?
Sarah?
Hey, what are you doing in Woodstock?
Well, probably the same thing as you are, looking for whatever's messing with history. Huh. I think I just saw Joan Baez talking to Carlos Santana. Woodstock.
Turns into a massacre. Hey, you're here too? Yeah, buddy. Hey.
Okay, what is going on?
Woodstock is no longer remembered as 3 days of peace and love, but instead the end of the hippie movement. Reports from survivors are sketchy at best, but what they all could agree upon was there was a series of grisly murders that ultimately led to a deadly stampede when 400,000 kids tried to escape the festival at once.
Yeah, Ray and I...
It's beautiful.
Oh!
God!
straight out of Cabin in the Woods.
Shoot it!
Damn horse is fireproof. I hate glitter.
Seriously?
Where'd it go?
Okay, we can fix this before the time.
Hank?
I'm not your dad.
So you're ashamed of me? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't follow in your footsteps and enlist. But for your information, I had a medal pinned to my chest. Only you don't have the clearance to see it.
What's happening?
What? I'm getting something off my chest. And you know what, Hank? It feels pretty good. I just wish for once you would tell me you're proud of me, no matter what I do with my life. You know what I'd say? I love you.
I love you too.
Wait, my hand is glowing. Can you see it?
No, it looks like your hand.
No, you gotta open your eyes, man. It's all around us.
What is?
Love. Oh, those hippies had the right idea. Woodstock is beautiful.
Oh my God, she's here.
You know, a unicorn's no bloody joke. You might want to get your old girlfriend on the blower. You were saying?
Virgin? At Woodstock? Good luck with that. This is the least celibate place in history. Are you serious?
Yeah, apparently virgins are like catnip to unicorns.
And we need one to volunteer. Rory, do you see any virgins where you're at?
Yeah, no.
I'll come to think of it. I do know one virgin.
No, not a chance.
This feels wrong.
Well, don't worry. We'll be watching from a short distance and you'll be fine.
What am I supposed to do with the pomegranate?
Oh, the unicorns there. Can't get enough of them, mate.
Yeah, that and human hearts.
So the pomegranate is the bait.
Yeah, we wouldn't put an interim member of our team in jeopardy, right, guys?
I'm an interim legend? Well then. One more question. Are you sure that I'm a virgin? Because that thing we did...
Positive, mate.
You, Mr. Unicorn.
Wow.
Go.
Sent the bastard straight to hell, didn't I? Yep, folks. That is some grade A magic right there.
Maybe the Bureau will up our ratings. People do love the supernatural.
Gary, you're like really bleeding.
The unicorn bit my nipple off.
Oh, hey, maybe Gideon can make you a new one.
Oh, forget it, mate. Come on, it's a badge of honor. You see, my soul's heading straight to hell, but your nipple... Just go there first, that's all.
It's town by now.
Yeah, I decided to stay a couple extra days.
Yeah, let me guess. You got fired from whatever online college you conned into hiring you.
Sweet bread, Hank, but I was just wondering if you wanted to have a beer with me.
We don't do that.
Maybe we should start.
Mother gives you. Don't do anything at all. go ask Alice. When she's 10 feet tall. All right then, who are you? Come on, who wants some? 'Cause I'm a nasty piece of work.
Whoa.
Get your bloody paws off me! Oh, bollocks.
So this show did not miss a beat from last season. It's pretty hilarious watching all these guys get high. I feel like, we've seen Nate high last season, so I don't know, something about it's just like entertaining as hell, whether it's like drunk Barry, drunk Kara, high Nate, like just watching these characters just get drunk or high for one reason or another is just absolutely hysterical. You got Tom Wilson. Of course, everybody probably best knows him from Biff Tannen from the Back to the Future trilogy. He also he also did have a role in The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. So it's cool being able to get him to play Nate's dad, and he seemed like he was a good fit for the role, given the dynamic they have with him, the father son, not winning his dad's approval and kind of being stern and having high expectations, or at least not having Nate living up to his expectations. And I guess like his character arc is like him trying to like rebuild that relationship, even though he tried, like, I guess remember like season 2, like he tried to ruin his grandfather. I guess that was the downside of his grandfather's death back in season 2 was, in fact, him being absent from it. They didn't mention that him being absent from his dad's life also had an effect on Hank Haywood, and why is like their relationship is Nate is so strained. And I guess they're supposed to explore that more. I guess I saw some behind the scenes stuff. Where I guess like they're working. Both Nate and Hank are going to be working at the same place. I wouldn't be surprised if they're both happen to be working at the Time Bureau for some reason. That would be it's a bit out there, but I heard stuff that Nate was supposed to be doing more stuff with the Time Bureau, and maybe that's why he's not going to be seen throughout every episode this season. We didn't get to see Macy Richardson-Sellers as a new character, Charlie. Chances are she'll probably just show up in like the second or third episode, given that that's it seems to be a trope, since that's not that's kind of the length that the actress was absent, at least in the beginning of season 3. She didn't show up until like I guess she was briefly seen the end of the first one, and I guess she came back. I guess she came back for the second or third one. But yeah, she's probably going to be one of the magical fugitives they end up tracking like the second or third episode. It was always great to see Constantine, Matt Ryan's like killing it in the role, and basically, and Katie Latz was saying how she feels that Constantine could be a bad influence on Sarah because he acts a lot like how Sarah used to be. At least when we saw her on Arrow before the show. And just thinking like, she's just, brings like a lightning rod for like death and destruction, and she's not going to, but it's nice that she's standing her ground. It's like, is not going to let him like get in her head and, try to drag her down, and, not going to, and telling him just, to stop reveling in, his misery, and, that he needs a team, but of course he wants to be a lone wolf because he just, like I said, he feels like a lightning rod for death and destruction. And I was wondering like what exactly possessed him, because I wonder if that's probably like the big bad of the season, that one of the creatures that were released has a history with John Constantine. maybe it's like the same demon that I don't remember the girl's name. I know like one of the major things is that he ended up having some like little girl like banished to hell because of this demon he accidentally unleashed. It was in the Constantine City of Demons, like the first episode that they aired, at least like a week before the premiere of this show. Also, maybe I don't know. Like if you remember the girl that they got banished to hell that left John Constantine guilt ridden and the kind of given the kind of demeanor that he had. Leave in the comments down below. It was interesting to see. It was an interesting twist to see that Zari running into her younger self and her mother in the park in DC and saying that she lived there at one point and present day before they moved and before this whole like Argus police state that we saw in the future, which is interesting because of the fact that Nora's she's from the year 2042. Nora West Allen from The Flash is from the year 2049. So it didn't seem like that. I guess that. So it's like they keep talking about how like Ray and Zari going back and forth saying that they can't change her past or alter her future because then she'll never become a legend and she won't be able to help them save all the lives that they saved. But that's where the whole like time travel stuff gets kind of murky about like how would she maybe still be able maybe she would have been able to still be part of the team? Would she just go back to an alternate timeline? I mean, it just seems like Nora seems to be from a future where the Argus police state this ban on metahumans being illegal and religion being illegal. It seems like they're just coming from both those characters coming from two different timelines, and I guess it's implied that and I feel like it's implied they're changing that future anyway. Zari's future, the dystopian future that Zari came from, because unless there's some kind of gap between 2042 2040. But then it's like Barry never wouldn't have been able to be like be a hero in like the 2020s where he disappeared in 2024 in that Red Sky crisis. So it's obvious that they're going to change that future because I guess obviously the Flash and Legends writers don't communicate, and so it's like the only way they reconcile that little plot hole is basically just that her future is presumably going to be erased or changed. Question is when, because that was like a big thing that Sarah said they promised to do, which is change their Legends said they would do was like change her future anyway. So I'm assuming that's something that's going to be a plot. They're going to resolve a little plot thread that from season 3 this season. Of course we're probably when we're going to see Nora Dark, maybe in the next week's episode. It's of course John Constantine's going to reluctantly join the Legends, considering how much they're going to have to be coming to him for help dealing with magical creatures, since that's not their area of expertise, but it's his. But anyway, really great start to the season. I'm looking forward to it. I love this show. It's one of my favorite shows on the network in the franchise, and it's like one of the strongest shows in the franchise, and I don't think people appreciate it enough, and I feel like it gets dismissed too easily just for being too silly and stupid. But it's like it's the right flavor of silly and stupid. Like it doesn't have to be just because something like this level can be super campy doesn't mean it has to go into like Joel Schumacher Batman movie level of campy. And I'm looking forward to what this season has to offer. I'm sure it's going to be awesome, just like seasons 2 and 3. But what do you guys think? What are your predictions for season 4? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.